Welcome, beloved. If these words have found you today, it's not by accident. Heaven has orchestrated this very moment to whisper hope into your weary soul. You may be standing at the edge of surrender, feeling like you've given all you can, praying prayers that echo into silence, but take heart. The very place where you feel like breaking is where God begins to build. Every great story of faith has a chapter that feels like the end. Elijah sat under a tree and said, "It is enough, Lord." 1 Kings 19:4. Job sat among ashes, questioning everything he knew. Even Jesus in the garden wept and said, "Father, if it be possible." Yet in every moment of despair, heaven was working redemption. The silence was not abandonment. It was preparation for glory. When you feel like giving up, remember this: your pain has purpose. Every tear is counted. Every prayer is heard. The delays you despise are often divine pauses where God is positioning your promise. Those who sow in tears shall reap with shouts of joy. Psalm 126, verse 5. Beloved, God is closer than your breath. He sees the weight you carry, the battle within, the faith that flickers but refuses to die. You may not see the full picture, but heaven is aligning every piece for your good. The struggle is not a sign of failure. It's the sound of transformation. You are not being buried. You are being planted. So breathe again, hope again, believe again. The same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead is breathing strength into your soul. Romans 8:11. You are not at the end. You are standing on the threshold of breakthrough. When you feel like giving up, remember this: God never starts a story. He doesn't plan to finish. Your fight is not in vain. Your faith is not forgotten. And your future is still unfolding under His faithful hand. Chapter 1. The Breaking Point and the Turning Point. Beloved, every great victory is preceded by a moment when giving up feels like the only option. You know the weight, the exhaustion, the unanswered prayers, the disappointment that gnaws at your soul. You've fought battles no one sees, carried burdens no one understands, and yet, here you are, feeling like you've reached the end of yourself. But hear the voice of heaven in this moment. Do not despise the day of small beginnings. I am with you, even here, even now. The breaking point is not the end. It is the hinge where God turns despair into destiny. Every trial you endure, every setback, and every delay is carefully orchestrated by the Lord to prepare you for what is coming. We rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope. Romans 5, 3-4. Your tears are not wasted. Your struggle is not ignored. God is writing a story in you that the world will one day read with awe. Look back for a moment. Even in your darkest seasons, He was there. The silent prayers, the whispered cries in the night, the moments you felt invisible, heaven noticed them all. Every mountain that seemed impossible to climb was shaping your strength. Every storm that threatened to drown you was deepening your roots. The breaking point is not a place of defeat. It is where heaven steps in to demonstrate its power. Beloved, when you feel like surrendering, pause and inhale His Spirit. The same God who parted the Red Sea, who raised Lazarus from the tomb, who turned prison cells into praise, is moving in your life right now. Your weakness is His opportunity. Your struggle is His canvas. Your faith, though small, is enough to invite His miracle. This is your turning point. What felt like the end is the beginning of breakthrough. What seemed impossible is already being rearranged by the hand of God. Stand firm even when trembling. Hope again, even when weary. Your breaking point is not your tomb, it is your threshold. And on the other side, God is waiting with open arms, ready to reveal the fullness of His glory. Beloved, lift your eyes. The promise is coming. The answer is near. The God who never forgets you is turning your pain into purpose, your trial into testimony, and your weakness into undeniable strength. Chapter 2. Holding on when you can't. Beloved, there are seasons when holding on feels impossible. Your hands are tired, your heart is heavy, and the storms around you seem relentless. Yet the Spirit whispers, "Hold fast what you have, so that no one may seize your crown." Revelation 3:11. Even when you feel like letting go, God is asking you to trust Him, to cling to His promises even when your emotions scream defeat. Faith is not always feeling strong. Sometimes it is choosing to stand when your legs shake. It is lifting your eyes to heaven when the night is darkest. Though He slay me, yet will I hope in Him. Job 13:15. Your hope may feel small, your strength may feel gone, but even the smallest spark, when held to God's fire, can ignite a miracle. Remember, the wind does not break the tree that bends. In moments of pressure, God is shaping your resilience, forging endurance, and cultivating steadfastness. Every tear, every whispered prayer, every sleepless night is being stored up in heaven as evidence of your faith. What you hold on to today becomes the testimony of tomorrow. Beloved, hold on through doubt, fear, and fatigue. Hold on when the outcome seems delayed. Your struggle is not unnoticed. The same God who parted seas, healed the sick, and raised the dead is working quietly on your behalf. Your perseverance activates heaven. Your refusal to give up opens doors that only God can unlock. This is the sacred rhythm of breakthrough, holding on when it's hardest. Every grip on God's promises is a seed of victory planted in the soil of trial. The breakthrough is coming, but it requires your steadfast faith. Let your heart echo the words of the psalmist. I waited patiently for the Lord. He inclined to me and heard my cry. Psalm 41. Beloved, don't let go. Your breakthrough is closer than your fears. The hand of God is ready to lift you, and the crown of victory is already yours. Hold on, for He is faithful. Chapter 3. When faith feels invisible. Beloved, there are moments when your faith feels unseen, when your prayers seem to echo into silence, and when the promises of God feel distant. Yet the Spirit whispers, "Your faith is not invisible to me." Hebrews 11:6. Even when the world cannot see your struggle or your devotion, heaven has been watching every tear, every sigh, every quiet moment of trust. Faith often grows in the invisible places, in the waiting, in the surrender, in the quiet persistence. Like a seed beneath the soil, unseen roots are forming, anchoring you for the harvest to come. We walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7. What you cannot yet see, God is already orchestrating. Beloved, do not be discouraged by delay. The darkness is not defeat, it is preparation. The silence is not abandonment, it is the divine pause before breakthrough. Every act of obedience, even when unnoticed, aligns you with God's purpose. Your perseverance is proof of your covenant with Him. Keep trusting, even when it feels invisible. Keep walking, even when the path seems hidden. Your faith is moving mountains, even when no one around you sees it. The hand of God is at work, unseen but unstoppable, and your invisible faith will soon burst into a visible miracle. Beloved, the unseen is not empty, the hidden is not hopeless. Heaven is already answering, and your breakthrough is on its way. Chapter 4. The Moment of Alignment. Beloved, every season of waiting, every struggle, every silent prayer has been preparing you for this moment, your moment of alignment with God's perfect plan. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. Proverbs 3:5-6. Alignment does not happen by force. It comes through surrender, patience, and faith. The pieces of your life that felt scattered are now falling into place. The timing that felt delayed is perfect. What once seemed confusing is becoming clear. God is positioning you exactly where you need to be. Your heart, your purpose, your season, all are aligning with His divine design. When heaven and your obedience meet, breakthrough is inevitable. Beloved, step confidently. Walk in the rhythm God has set for you. The moment of alignment has arrived, and everything begins to shift in your favor. Chapter 5. The breakthrough is here. Beloved, the wait is over. The breakthrough you've been praying for, trusting for, and holding on to is finally arriving. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43:19. God's timing is perfect. What seemed delayed is now manifesting. Every trial, every tear, every moment of waiting has been preparing the way for this victory. Your faith is being rewarded. Step boldly into what God has prepared. The chains that bound you are breaking, the doors that were closed are swinging wide, and the favor of heaven is moving on your behalf. Beloved, this breakthrough is not just for today, it is the beginning of a new season. Receive it with gratitude, walk in it with confidence, and shine with the glory of God revealed through your life. Chapter 6. Walking boldly in victory. Beloved, your breakthrough is not meant to be hidden. It is meant to be lived boldly. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. Walk confidently in the path God has prepared. The victories you've received are not by chance. They are the result of faith, perseverance, and alignment with His will. Fear, doubt, and past disappointments no longer have power over you. God's Spirit equips you, strengthens you, and leads you. Every step you take in obedience carries His authority and favor. Beloved, move forward with courage. Your life is now a testimony of God's faithfulness. Walk boldly, live victoriously, and let your light shine as a beacon of hope for others. Chapter 7. Stepping fully into your purpose. Beloved, the journey of faith has led you to this moment, a season to step fully into your God-given purpose. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Do not shrink back. Your gifts, your calling, and your destiny are ready to be manifested. What was once hidden is now revealed. What was once delayed is now unfolding. Walk confidently, for God has equipped you with everything you need. Every challenge you faced, every trial you endured, has prepared you to shine in His glory. Beloved, embrace your purpose, fulfill your destiny, and let your life be a living testimony of God's faithfulness, power, and love. The world is waiting for the light only you can shine. Beloved, your journey of faith has brought you to a place of victory, alignment, and divine purpose. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. The old has gone, the new is here. 2 Corinthians 5:17. Declare today, I am chosen, I am empowered, I am deeply loved. I walk in God's favor, strength, and wisdom. Every chain is broken, every fear removed, and my life radiates His glory. Receive the fullness of God's promise. Your breakthrough, your alignment, your purpose, all are now manifest. Step boldly, live victoriously, and shine as a testimony of His faithfulness. Beloved, rise, walk in the authority given to you, reflect His light in every place you go. The world will see His glory through you, and your life will proclaim the power, love, and faithfulness of God. Amen.